My name is Margot. I'm 62 years old, even though I look quite a bit younger, I realize. I was always asthmatic. I started smoking at 15. It progressed, obviously. When I turned 50, I got hit very badly with a very bad episode of something. I couldn't breathe at all. I saw an asthma doctor who was very good, but it didn't really help very much, even though the drugs were good. I continued smoking, though. I retired on disability because I was having so much trouble breathing. But that allowed me to smoke as much as I wanted. There was nothing to stop me. I kept trying and kept trying. Eventually, I went to the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota, which I have to recommend highly to anyone who wants to quit smoking. However, I did get addicted to nicotine gum, which is all right. Nicotine has no bad effects except that it's addictive. I then at one point decided I wanted to get a second master's degree in journalism, because while I was home all the time, I spent my life watching the news and reading newspapers and writing letters to the editor and getting published, I'm proud to say, in the New York Times even. And so I went to University of Maryland to check on the program. There was a new journalism school. And I couldn't do it. I just simply couldn't breathe. I couldn't walk around carrying a heavy tank of oxygen. And there was no handicap parking, except for youngsters who'd sprained their ankles playing kickball or something. And it was as though my life was over. So I asked my pulmonologist if I could please have a transplant. And she said, maybe you're in the window. Maybe it's good. So I went to Fairfax Hospital, Inova Fairfax. They said, well, you're obese. We can't possibly operate on you until you lose a significant amount of weight, which I did. Was prepped, went through all the testing that had to be done. Everything had to be done. Every organ was tested. But I was still addicted to nicotine gum. I could have no nicotine in my system without, in order to get the transplant. So I, advertising a little, I tried Chantix, the new drug for quitting smoking. It worked miraculously. So I quit gum. Within a couple of months I got a transplant, and it's just been miraculous, except for the broken ribs, and I'm still suffering from the pain of the broken ribs. I've been going to rehab, pulmonary rehab, which is unbelievably wonderful. I went before the surgery, got so strong that I was able to get up, right after surgery, and they were very impressed. They called Susan Crawford, I think, to just congratulate her on the good job she had done. I continued to go. After 2.5 months, I was doing fabulously. Then I had some rejection. Had to be infused with prednisone or some steroid, which was a little bit devastating because it made me swell up again, and I gained back all the weight I had lost. I'm gradually doing more exercise. The days I don't go to rehab, I walk my dog, who forces me to walk a half a mile and a half a mile back. And I think if I lose the 50 pounds I've gained since April, I'll be in really good shape. And I think it's worth getting a transplant if you can do it, can afford it. So that's my story, only there's a lot more that's a lot more fun.